Hey there, chart friends. Lamont here from JKS, checking in on the solar sector. And oh man, I had it for so many days. And NEE and that clean energy ETF. Nailed it. Okay, starting with 10. Our sector ETF. Jeez, just a tear on the monthly time frame. No monthly higher low since 2114. We'll have to be mindful of that. Keep that in the back of our minds. Weekly chart. Signs have been good to mark some consolidation, eh? All right, so weekly chart, pretty healthy, just largely sideways, and we are looking for a weekly higher low to be set. Although we're in this like chop business, but should we break this chop bearish? Should we lose this support here of 106.91? We will just be looking to set a weekly higher low over 64.48. On the daily time frame, we're being mindful of this potential head and shoulders look. It's not perfect, it's not idealized with how close the shoulder is, the proposed shoulder is to the head. But it's we're just being mindful of it, right? Because all it is a price action trend change for well, yeah, all it is a trend change. Higher lows and higher highs to lower highs and lower lows. That's really all an inverse a head and shoulders is. So just we'll be mindful of it. And that being said, it is also just kind of range bound. All right, we know that we're range bound. Yes, we have been in this trade since here. I'm certain we shared this trade together, and so we got another opportunity on that as well. And so this is a situation where, because we're going range bound, if you've been building a position in here, or if you already have a position from before, then when we come up to this range here, knowing that we're range bound, that's kind of the time that you wanted to consider hedging. Now, that being said, the longer that we do this, the less keen I am on that, because when you're selling, you typically go on like the highest IV, and so that would have been like over here after this big move up. So and then you had another opportunity here, and so now the second touch of it, I just don't love that. But anyway, that is the time in the future, like given if you are looking to do something like that in the future, and let's say you miss this big one, it's that next double top that's really where you want to. Okay, anyway, so we're just range bound right now. That's right, my drawings. Okay, didn't get quite down to this zone of interest down here. We're watching this trend line support, and that's really it. We're just range bound. We're just looking to continue to bounce about in the range, and if we can get hourly oversold conditions down to this 106.88 ish level again, just like they were here, and I believe here as well, then we'll have plays there. And again, oh, look at that. And so yeah, exactly what I'm talking about, right? We want to be looking to potentially start hedging when we're coming up to test this upper range. So checking the hourly higher low, the hourly trend, we have a bullish uptrend right now. Hourly higher low is looking like it's been set here at 118.08, so the bulls can defend this low of 118.08 and then break the higher highs over 120.55. They will continue this hourly trend bullish, and then we'll just bears will be looking to top fish this range again. And so if you took a fill today, or maybe you just was a day trader or whatever, hopefully you've chopped it up. And if you're looking for more tomorrow, I would just, again, same deal, right? Wait for the hourly to get extended into the resistance just like it was today. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Range bound. All right, so JKS, we are watching the potential for this to be a flag, right? So, knowing that and then seeing what Tan is doing, kind of, never mind that. So we have the potential for the JKS to be a flag. So we've been watching this for a long time, and there is the potential that it's not a flag, right? If this keeps getting more and more drawn out, then it's going to look less flaggy and more like rectangular or distribution like. Okay, so being mindful of that, like it was looking fine over here, and now it's starting to look a little too drawn out, but see. So tightening range, daily time frame, same. And that's right. Okay. So for here, we were making a play here, but we were also acknowledging that if a higher low doesn't print here, and we can be looking at these levels lower as long as the hourly gets extended. So that's still in play, but I would like, well, I would like for those levels to get extended again. So if we were to come down, I would want to make sure that if I'm coming off of this 58, 56 level over here, that it's for sure hourly extended, right? That the hourly RSI is near 30 or so. And yes, we got a trend change on the daily time frame, but we did not get a lot of follow through, and also we're in this consolidation structure, right? So I just don't put as much weight into these price action trend changes as I would if we weren't. So for me, at least, same thing. I just want to make plays off of the low end here at 56. So if we can get hourly oversold into the low end, that's what I'm looking for. If we can get hourly overbought into the high end, I would look to hedge. And JKS is probably one of those names where maybe I would start looking more bearish. Not necessarily getting really aggressive, but I feel like, I don't know, this is getting kind of drawn out now. I just starting to not like it as much, but okay, so range bound. That being said, key hourly supports is, I would say this one here at 63.33. If the, well, actually, at 63.07. So if the bulls can defend 63.07, break to higher highs over 67.04, they will continue this hourly trend and have bulls looking to top fish the range. Not really a daily lower high play, just top fishing the range. Okay, Sunrun. Sunrun. Okay, so we got that big ugly wick last month. Still working on an inside bar currently. Weekly time frame is, it's bullish, but you know, this bull break with no follow through is a bit concerning, right? Because it sets up the wedge. Oh yeah, already got it. Sets up this. How far back does this thing go? Oh wow. Okay, so we have this potential wedge that's shaping up. So I'm gonna kill this channel, and instead I'm going to draw it out as a wedge. I'm gonna kill this. We don't need that anymore. Already served its purpose for the most part. And then draw. So okay, so we've got a potential wedge shaping up here. Not sure why this is pink. Okay, so looking for a weekly higher low. Anything over 56.06 will be one. In order for bulls to be confident that it's been set here at 68.20, we just need to see that daily trend change. And though we did not get a daily trend change yet, but there is a higher low here at 71.83. And so if the bulls can defend this 71.83 level and break the higher highs over 78.67, they'll change that daily trend and then have bears scouting for a weekly lower high with anything under 193 being one. Is that right? Anything under 193 being one. So checking the hourly trend is it's kind of sideways, right? We have this higher low here compared to this low. We have a higher high compared to this high, but now we have lost the higher low pattern, and so say we're going sideways. This is enough pullback that we would anticipate an hourly lower high under 78.53 tomorrow. And so if the bears are able to defend that 78.53 level and break the 74.41 level, they'll change that hourly trend bearish and have bulls looking for a daily higher low, or rather, yeah, daily high. Well, let's call it a test of the 71.83 daily low support. That's yes. It would not be a good look, you know, to test that right away after coming up with a rejection, double top rejection here. But who knows? They could save it. You know, bears could not punch it through below these lows, for example. So I don't love it. You know, if today wasn't going to get over this resistance level, 78.67, at the very least, I would have wanted to see the bulls close kind of strong. So run is a little questionable to me. I don't love it. FSLR, lower end of that range coming into play again. Looks like there was also a little move off of that And so what I was saying with this is that we're watching for this channel to break and then the back test to see a rejection. Now, it looks like we did get that, kinda. Well, let's start with the macro chart, excuse me. Okay, so potentially printing this 9, it needs a close 1, 2, it needs a close over... Oh, because it needs to close over that too. So it needs a close over 98, 92 in order for this to be perfected. But something to be mindful of on the monthly chart, weekly time frame. It looks, it's a little choppy on the way up, right? Weekly higher lows are being preserved, but it doesn't look terribly impulsive. Fslr, you can see what I'm talking about on the daily time frame. It's a lot choppier. So we've been watching these two ranges, right? And price has been bouncing between here for so long now. And so really that's again, that's all I care about, right? Just as long as we hang out in the range, then that's really it. Now that being said, it's a little questionable now because we are breaking out of this channel. And let's zoom in for details and see how price is continuing to pull away from it, but it's not pulling away terribly aggressively. So it's kind of middling still. And yeah, really, just as long as we're range bound, you know the deal. I don't care about anything else except for the range as long as we are range bound. They range some more. What? Alrighty. So NEE. Let's see. We're looking for the potential of a daily higher low to come into play here. So alright. The macro. Okay, monthly higher low. No monthly higher low since 66.79. Weekly time frame. Last higher low here was at 79.61. It's definitely a trend line that we could be observing. Oh, going to be observing. Should we come and break down a bit? Daily time frame. I'm going to kill this for now. We are looking for the potential of a higher low play. I know there's a little rinky-dink one, but we're looking for the potential of a daily higher low play off of this prior highest close and the pivot for the month. So we just want to see the hourly oversold or to make this play. So it would be like right around there. Okay, so bottom fishing plays are on deck for NEE. That being said, it is, if we come down here, it is coming very close to this key support level. So it could theoretically be the beginnings of weekly consolidation, right? If the bears are able to defend this high here of 84.73 and break this low of 79.61, that would be a daily trend change and have us looking for a weekly, or I guess just weekly consolidation to potentially hold over 79.61. Hourly chart, this is enough pullback that you would anticipate a lower high under 84.73. And so if bears are able to defend this high of 84.73 and break to lower lows under 83.13, then bulls will be scouting for that potential daily higher low, that bottom fishing. Icln. Alright, Icln. Monthly chart, no higher low since 808. No chill on this. Weekly time frame is a potential bull flag, riding that AEMAS support. Potential to have set this higher low here at 29.38. Daily chart is seeing these bear breaks with minimal follow through, which affirms the weekly bull flag thesis. I believe we had a trade here. I believe we took one together there. Like 95% sure. Anyway, yeah, and I moved it. I must have deleted it by accident. Okay, so daily chart, just kind of slow grinding our way up here. Not terribly impulsive, but that's to be expected because we know we're in this like consolidation structure. Potential flag, right? So daily bounce still going. I wouldn't consider this much of a higher low at all. So daily trend still. I mean, this bounces straight from the lows. Hourly trend is healthy. Higher lows are being preserved. Bulls must defend this low of 31. This low of 31.32 and break to higher highs over 31.70 in order to maintain this hourly trend, and then have bears getting for top fishing plays off of these levels here and also for of the trend line, right? So hourly overbought conditions up until here would be good for bears. All right. Right. All right, that about covers it. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you all soon.